Has Ripple already won the Ripple v SEC lawsuit? Well, it really feels that way. And so today we're going to be talking about XRP, Ripple, and the SEC, as there's quite a lot of juicy stuff happening. There's a lot of speculation going around that Ripple has already kind of won in the background. There's a lot of speculation going around right now of a relisting on Coinbase. So everything in that ballpark we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you guys enjoy, make sure you press that like button. And again, guys, just put down below that you're excited or something like that to help out with those comments to make these videos perform even a little bit better. All right, first of all, breaking news. And this is not breaking anymore as it came out at 2 a.m., but I already recorded my video and I was going to log off. Below are the two legal memos that have now been unsealed. This was by far one of the most important pieces of the Ripple v SEC lawsuit that we wanted to see. And honestly, I think this is also a crucial part, which is making the majority of us feel as if the XRP price is going up right now because people are pricing in that Ripple is already really not having the upper hand. I mean, take a look at this. Bitcoin is down 0.5%, Ethereum is down 2%, BNB is down 0.15%. So forth and so on. XRP is up 8% right now, meaning people are starting to basically choose XRP over any other crypto out there. Literally everything is going down. A Luna and a Dogecoin are up 1 to 2%. Both of them are almost up 2%. For the rest, most cryptos here, except for Algorand and Stellar in that sense as well, are going down like crazy. And when I say crazy, it's not as if they're minus 10. It's just relatively. XRP is up 8 and Bitcoin is down 0.5, Ether down 2. It's relatively doing pretty damn bad, in comparison to XRP. So that's a very interesting part. Now, also, the XRP price is right now retesting some of the previous levels we wanted to hit. We can clearly see here how a little bit of our support line is being retested right now as we speak. A little fun fact, but let's cover that in just a second. Let's first check out what this new information was about. This is overall favorable to Ripple and the individual defendants. Both memos are from Perkins Coie. The first memo was prepared in February of 2012 and sent to Jed McCaleb and Jesse Powell. It says that if Newcoin, which is the name at the time, is sold in what would now look like an ICO, like for example Ethereum and a lot of others have done, ADA, pick it. I didn't see the term ICO used, however. It would be likely that it would be considered as a security. But Ripple then revised its business plan and went back to Perkins Coie, which issued a second memo in October of 2012. And this second memo was sent to Chris Larsen and Jim McCaleb. The October memo was more positive, and while it said that there was a small risk that the SEC could disagree, Perkins Coie concluded that Ripple credits should not be considered securities. The memo also suggested steps Ripple could take to minimize the risk that the SEC would disagree with Perkins Coie, and the memos covered the full landscape of legal issues, not just the issues of securities, and I think show how careful Ripple was trying to be. Also, this was 5 years before the SEC really even started talking about digital tokens anywhere, as again, the first litigations really came around 2017, so this is 2012, 5 years before all that stuff happened. The majority of people would know that crypto existed. It seems to me that Ripple was being very proactive, which is very important, and there certainly is nothing in these memos that suggests that Ripple was being reckless or ignored any substantial risks. In fact, the memos suggest the opposite, that Ripple was being careful. So at first glance, I could not actually open the documents. It basically was saying, like, seal something. Took me a little second to open it for myself, though, which was juicy. My insights are this. This was crucial to Ripple, mostly from the perspective that there's three things which are breaking down. One, the SEC cannot say that people could or should have known. Because, again, law firms told Ripple, in the way they're doing it, there's a small chance the SEC will disagree. Oh, there's some beautiful lights here at the Ain Dubai here at the big Ferris wheel. Very beautiful. Actually, give me a sec. I cannot even pause it anymore. Never mind. That will not actually, you know what? All right, I'm back. So what I wanted to say is the SEC cannot say they should have known because, again, law firms have basically said there's a small chance they'll disagree, but basically there's almost no shot if you're doing it like this. Mostly that one kind of falls at the park. What they can also not say is that they really try to warn, because, again, that's not the case. We're seeing in 2012 that nobody really knew how this stuff would work, basically. But there are so many different points we can kind of look into these legal memos for and assess basically the fact that the landscape was so unclear at the time, and you cannot really say that Ripple didn't try, Ripple didn't want to. There's almost no more room to make the argument that Ripple was trying to basically go around regulations or anything like that. No, they were definitely here all the time, and they went full force to get it. In my own opinion, guys, if the SEC waited this long, years and years and years in 2020, to finally start suing the company, I personally think it's just too bad. You should have been earlier. If you're waiting this many years to sue somebody and you didn't actually properly warn them for at least 6 years into their operations, yeah, no, I think that's BS. Why? Well, remember as well for yourself, guys, that they did have some trouble with FinCEN. They fixed it. Everything was fine. It was a digital currency, or at least it was a yada yada currency at that point, a virtual currency, I believe. All of a sudden, 6 or 7, 8 years after that, all of a sudden trouble comes. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm thinking, honestly, that people are starting to notice this now as well, that's what's starting to get priced in, basically. So a lot of the guys everywhere are talking about it. There's also this very big transaction, which people over on Twitter went crazy about, speculating that because 40 million XRP was sent to Coinbase, that all of a sudden Coinbase was going to start, relisting it again or something like that. Now, even though I'm one of the biggest bulls on XRP, I hold a lot, I'm going to stick with them for a long time, and I'm super freaking excited about it. Let's be real with anything. Guys, I've promised you, I'm giving you the realest of the real stuff. This is just some guy trying to get clout. This is just a guy trying to get attention. Coinbase most likely did not just buy 40 million XRP. Wouldn't make a lot of sense. Is it theoretically speaking possible? Yes, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. There's a 99% probability that this is yet another custody transaction, meaning you, for example, have a lot of money. You want somebody else to take care of your crypto. You use Coinbase, so they hold your money for you. So I personally think this is a little bit of a move. But hey, everybody be everything, and maybe they didn't know. Maybe they're just trying to spread misinformation or assumptions, basically, because they don't know any better. It's completely fine. Or he has inside information that we don't know about, and he's basically spitting something here, which, again, I just didn't know. Now, I could be, again, the person going for clicks and views and just say, XRP relisting right now as Coinbase. It's just, I don't think it's the truth. Are we getting closer and closer? Extremely close, I think we are. Honestly, the more we get, the more I think fuel that the exchanges might also have against the SEC to claim, you're not really that steady in your shoes. But it still might take time, as no action letters will be filed for the exchanges, and so it still is a risk for them to do it. There was also Brad Garlinghouse House, and I said this feels like a victory lap now, because it kind of, I've said it multiple times. I feel as if Ripple knew they were going to win from the get-go, and I'm saying it here again. I think Ripple is fully convinced that they'll win, not like a normal where it's like, oh, we're getting into a lawsuit. I think I'm fine, though. No, I'm thinking they know they have the trump cards to actually win. Because remember, these two little documents, they've had them from the start, and they didn't really brag with them or anything like that. It kind of is like, it feels like a surprise to us right now, even though they've been holding on to this for I guess, 10 years, or at least this happened in 2012. So when they, in 2020, when they got sued, said to their employees, like, don't worry about it. We're going to fight this one out because we know we're good. I honestly kind of believe in their words to the fullest, where he's like, don't worry about it. We'll win. Don't worry about it. Where I kind of feel as if he's literally doing that to us, like, don't worry about it, guys. I got you, So here it says, the truth is out for everyone to read. What we see is that the SEC waited 8 years to decide they disagreed with this analysis. Decimated thousands and thousands of XP holders, who they purport to protect. In the process, so much for being mission-driven. And here it says the conclusion of these now public. Let's see. It has to load. Conclusion of these now public 2012 memos is clear. XRP, quote, do not constitute securities, end quote. The fact that Ripple had the foresight to seek legal advice from a prominent firm in 2012, in the absence of clear law, a case law, and 5 years before the SEC even started talking about digital assets, should be applauded. And again, that's facts as well. I'm going to say, yeah, it's definitely true. It's definitely true, at least as far as I am concerned. So then our two last points are about price. So I was a little bit too lazy to log into Bybit right now, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought I actually did it, but I kind of forgot, I guess. So it's not laziness, just forgot. Sorry. What I want to say about it is our long position XRP is still open. I wanted to showcase it to you, but it's not doing that crazy. I think we might be in $1,000 or $1,500 worth of profit, which is about 200 or 300% on the money that we put in, which is still pretty nice. Because remember, guys, every single time the price goes up 10%, we are doubling our money. We are literally doubling our money. So what are we thinking for right now? I'm going to say I don't really speculate anything. We just get ourselves a confirmed reversal, but it's not a confirmed reversal with a bullish engulfing candle like we saw here with the confirmation afterwards. And it's actually, even if we did get that, something which happened for Bitcoin like a couple days before, and it didn't really pull through. Right now, Bitcoin is finding its base in our little demand zone here, which I did expect it would kind of fall back into as well. It's fallen to about 39.5 thousand or so yesterday, right now bouncing back up. But even now, it is still scary to buy in, still scary to go crazy. It's better to just buy in when we got the confirmation, which again, this last time kind of faked us out, but it is still a little bit of a trial and error, as you will lose some, but as long as you win the most, it's worth it. And for XRP, kind of the same thing applies. Right now, because we got ourselves the confirmation of a reversal, things could be good. However, if you look at the trend, basically, we have ourselves one high, potential second high, now a third high, which is still lower. We still need to break through and get some confirmations above, I want to say 86 or so cents before I actually start getting more and more bullish. Even though from the other side, fundamental wise, long term wise, I do think people are starting to value XRP more as if they've already won. And so if we're talking about a long position, right now looks like a good point, but it's a little bit risky. If we're talking about buying XRP, I think right now is a very good position purely because it's trying to be, it's really getting closer and closer to an end date. And the more, legal memos and stuff of the sort that we get, the more certain I become that they win. And so since I don't want to be left behind, I'm definitely getting more and more XRP exactly at this time, as it looks as if it's the best idea to go for. So I think we covered the most important parts here, everything that you needed to know about. John Deaton, of course, is going crazy everywhere as well over on the Twitters, but I think we'll leave that for a little bit later, as he's just been going on and on and on. The whole most important part is that in 2012, 2015, Ripple has been advised by different parties, but for all those years, they just didn't say anything, the SEC. And now it's a little bit funny that they all of a sudden are trying some stuff. Yet again, I am more certain now at the win than ever before. I'm very excited. My voice might not say so, but I'm definitely very excited. And yeah, I hope that this will all be resolved soon. One guy said in the comment section, what if it's already priced in that Ripple's won? I actually think it's possible that, again, the XP price would not pump like crazy if the lawsuit actually settles. But I think that's a small probability. I think most likely the bigger whales are actually uncertain, and the fact there's going to be a ton of relistings are going to be what's going to really pump the XP price once we get the result. Because right now, a lot of people are not going fully in, that they will only do once it's settled. I'm just buying a lot of XRP. I wish to get to freaking 1 billion XRP, but that's going to be difficult. Or maybe not, huh? You don't know how many I have. Ooh.